Welcome to Bonifacio Global City, better known as BGC, one of the most modern and carefully planned districts in the Philippines. Located in Taguig, right between Makati and Pasig, BGC stands out in Metro Manila for one simple reason. It was designed before it was built. Wide roads, real sidewalks, green spaces, and clearly defined zones all give this area a very different rhythm from the rest of the city. As you look around, you'll notice people actually walking, heading to work, grabbing coffee, exercising, meeting friends. The streets feel open, organized, and intentional. In a city known for congestion, that alone changes how life here feels. What many people don't realize is that this entire area used to be a military base, closed off from public access. Over the last 2 decades, it was transformed into a master-planned urban district now home to global companies, residential towers, parks, cafes, schools, hospitals, and cultural spaces. BGC is a place where business, lifestyle, and community intersect. During the day, it moves fast with offices and professionals. In the evenings and on weekends, it slows down. Families, joggers, diners, and casual conversations filling the streets. Some people see BGC as polished, others see it as a glimpse of what urban life in the Philippines can become. Either way, it represents a forward-looking version of the city living, walkable, structured, and globally connected, while still rooted in local life. So as we take this short walk through Bonifacio Global City, don't rush. Take in the details, the pace, and the atmosphere. This is BGC.
So High Street it's just a long strip of restaurants and shops. So it's an outdoor place that people go to just to hang out and of course to shop and or dine, because there are a lot of restaurants on High Streets. Check out this park right here. So there's a trail over here, so you can actually get your bike on there or just walk around, get some exercise in. That's a cool thing about BGC. You'll never run out of things to do. I'm finally here at High Street. So High Street is right here behind me. Alright. So High Street really spans across, I think, 4 to 5 blocks. So, like I said, this place has a lot of restaurants, shops, and a lot of outdoor activities as well that people can enjoy. And speaking of outdoor activity, I think Nike has something going on here right there. Alright, so let's go check this out.
Stay on your lane when you see the circle. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. Nice one. Stay on your lane. All right. Under the tunnel. In the lead, we've got Izzy, Mateo, followed by Elvis, and Isla. Let's go, Izzy. Pop, pop, pop. Nice one.
They've got Krispy Kreme right here. A lot of nice shops. So you got some donuts and or coffee. You can go here and get some donuts, and that's where the Nike activity is. So pretty cool. A lot of things to do here in BGC. And over there is the famous bench. It's one of the big names here in the Philippines. So it's a clothing line. Like I said, one of the big names in the country, bench. So let's get across and hopefully we'll find something up there. Like I said, this is like a long stretch that spans across, I think, 4 to 5 blocks. Birth years 1952, 1964, 1976, and I'm born in 1988, baby. There's the Nike store here in BGC on High Street. And then over there, there's American Express. Ooh, they've got Fridays over here. TGI Fridays. Huh, it's tempting. Check this out. They've got this hot air balloon that's pink and it has a lot of flowers around it too. So that's cool. These folks are actually taking pictures. And just to give you guys a 360 view of where I'm at. So we actually came from that way. And like I said, this whole High Street thing spans for 4 to 5 blocks. So we're now close to the end of High Street, pretty close to the end of High Street. I think there's a mall over there on the right. Another spot where you can see tables and chairs, like a lot of benches out here. You can also sit on those ledges right there. Just a nice place to hang out during the weekends with your family and kind of like have a, you know, picnic out here. Those big LCD screens over there as well, and there's a little bridge that connects the two buildings. I'm wondering if they would like play like movies on these big LCD screens. That'd be pretty interesting, and all the people could actually watch from down here. Pretty cool. It looks like there's a lot of restaurants up there. I might go check out one of those restaurants because I'm really starving now, so I've got to get some food. Yeah, I was wondering what all these people are doing in there, and then when I got closer I realized it's actually a coffee shop. So Harlan plus Holden Coffee. Alright, so I'm at the end of High Street right now, and let me show you this. This is one of the famous attractions here. So that entire street is actually blocked off, and there's this huge LCD in the corner of the building. Not sure if you guys can see that, but right there, that is pretty awesome, right? And then people go here. They would rent out scooters, bicycles, and then just hang out here with their family during the weekends. So pretty cool. Great community out here in BGC. It's really windy out here. So this is on the street that they blocked off. Like I said, they would block off the street during the weekends just to let all these people hang out here with their families. So let's walk towards the end of the street where the barriers are. So let me flip my camera so you guys know what I'm talking about. So that's where the barrier ends right there. And that place to your left, that's Fort Bonifacio. But yeah, this is where the barrier ends. And yeah, look how cool that is, right? You have all this space where kids can actually hang out with their scooters, bicycles, and just have a great time here during the weekends. That's where we came from, right? Now I'm heading to Burgos Circle. There's a lot of restaurants there too, so we'll see what we can find there. I finally got here at Burgos Circle. This is what I'm talking about. There's a lot of shops here, restaurants, mostly restaurants, and that is the park here at Burgos Circle. So there are some benches there. You can, take your dogs there for a walk. And that thing in the middle, the tree-looking thing in the middle, that's what they call the reservoir here in BGC. So the reason why BGC doesn't flood is because there's a reservoir down here right below this park, and that can hold a lot of water that even if it's already flooding in other areas in Metro Manila, BGC would still be fine. So now I'm standing on the reservoir that I was talking about earlier. So this whole thing right here, this whole circle thing, this thing serves like a tank, right? It holds a lot of water, and it will all make sure that BGC doesn't flood. So BGC is really well designed. Like this whole place, not only it's safe, but it's also flood free. So that doesn't get any better than that. Plus all of these skyscrapers around it, it kind of feels like it's hugging you. This is one of the oldest Starbucks here in BGC. It's sitting on the corner of 2nd Street and 30th Street. So, look at this place right here. I think this place has been here for as far as I can remember. That's where we're going right now. We're going to Persia Grill. So I've been wanting to go to Persia Grill the whole time we were here. So I think this is my opportunity to go to Persia Grill and get some kebab. I've been wanting to eat kebab. Hopefully they're open. Last time I was here they were closed. Finally got here to Persia Grill. So I had a great walk. So I walked from our condo at Park West. I walked through High Street to Burgos Circle, and now I'm here at Persia Grill, and I'm going to get some kebab. So I've been wanting to get some kebab. I've been craving for this, and finally I'm gonna have some kebab now. So can't wait for my food. Alright, my spicy kebab is here. Let's start digging in. had a great meal. I'm gonna go there next. So you remember the Starbucks that I mentioned earlier, the oldest Starbucks here in BGC? So I'm gonna go get some coffee there and just chill. Wow, look at these tumblers right here. I got caramel macchiato, and I'm at this cool Starbucks here. Like I said, one of the oldest Starbucks here in BGC. Pretty close to Burgos Circle. That's Burgos Circle right there. Just gonna hang out here and chill for a while before I head back home. Wow, check this out. Trash to cash bag. You can actually bring your trash here. They're gonna weigh it, and then they're gonna pay you for it. So that's pretty cool right there. Paper, plastic, metal, glass, all that good stuff. Pretty cool, man. Good job, BGC. There we go. Trash to cash bag. Mamacita. Pretty cool. Like, you've got a lot of options here. We came from that way. That's Burgos Circle over there. Now we're walking this way right here, going back to High Street, back to our condo. There's the marketplace right there, where you can get your groceries. Yeah, you have a lot of options here. That's 8 Forbes Town Road for you. That's where Robinson's is. You can get some groceries from there. And then over here, you have a string of restaurants. And there's also a gym up there on the 2nd floor. So you've got your little community out here in BGC. Everything you need, BGC has it. And another spot where you can hang out. There's some benches over there again. There's that interesting shop in the middle of this little courtyard. And there's Locavori right there. Sweet. Oh wow. They have Potato Corner right here, this food truck, Potato Corner. Interesting. Alright, so I'm walking back to the condo now. Just had some great food back there. Starbucks coffee, so I'm all filled up and relaxed. Now I'm heading back to the condo, and now I'm walking towards High Street. So we're gonna go through High Street again, and then our condo is actually pretty close to High Street. So from High Street, it'll probably take around 5 to 10 minutes. So not a bad walk, but look at the streets of BGC. Look how clean that is. Like, I can't really pick anything that's wrong with this place right here. Everything seems to be perfect out here in BGC. Fort at BGC right here. So this place used to be the center of everything here back in the days, but It looks like they're going to tear this whole thing apart, and I'm not really sure what the plan is. Maybe they'll build a building up here, like one of these condos, because obviously that's what makes money, right? So starting this year, 2025, they stopped the operations of the fort at BGC. So all of those restaurants, bars, all of those have closed starting January 1st this year. We actually celebrated the new year right over there, right in that spot right there. We parked their car and we watched the fireworks on High Street from here. So it's kind of sad to see this place going down. These kids right here on their skateboards. Can you do a trick? One trick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Like I said, they're really tearing this whole place down. It's just sad to see this place like this. 5 years ago, you wouldn't really think that this whole place will be going down like this, because this place was full of life back then. 5 to 8 years ago. So I guess just an end of an era right here. We're the fort at BGC. Alright, so I'm back here at Uptown Mall. As you guys know, Uptown Mall is pretty close to our condo. I live like 2 blocks away from Uptown Mall. So I think before I head home, that was a long walk that I did back there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the mall first. You know, I'll just walk around the mall, see what I can find in there, and then I will go home because it looks like it's gonna rain. The fountain thing again is really amazing, man. Look at this. Are you guys seeing that? I actually showed that in my other video. So I don't want to overdo it, but every time I pass here, this thing really catches my attention, so it's pretty cool. There we go, Uptown Mall. And like I said, when you're in BGC, when you're walking on the streets of BGC, you kind of feel like all of these skyscrapers are hugging you. So if you're a city guy, I highly recommend this city right here in the Philippines, BGC. Yeah, that was pretty cool. So let's go up the escalator and you guys will see the skyscrapers behind me, as well as the fountain back there too. This escalator is actually famous on TikTok, so content creators would get on this escalator and they would then roll their videos. You guys can see all those skyscrapers behind us right there. Plus the fountain. Pretty cool. finally back here at our condo, Park West. There you go, baby. Now look at those people over there. I'm not sure if you guys can see them, but there's a lot of people lining up outside of Premier Samgyeopsal. The line is always long there. It's always queuing. Glad to be home. Alright, so we're gonna explore BGC at night, and also haven't really tested this GoPro at night, so we'll see how it performs. So we're back outside, and I am testing out this GoPro in this low light conditions. So back there, that's our building, Park West BGC, and right across the street is another condo, and the famous Samgyeopsal is actually up there, Premier Samgyeopsal. Now I'm walking towards Mitsukoshi Mall, which is a Japanese mall here in BGC. So let me show that to you guys. That's Mitsukoshi Mall back there. And let's continue walking this way right here. And I think I'm gonna see the favorite coffee of Jan Ryan. This is his favorite coffee even back in CDO. That's Jan Ryan's favorite coffee shop. Pick Up Coffee. One of the reasons why I went out was I'm hungry. I'm watching JJ's vlogs and he really made me hungry. So I saw him, he was eating this pho at Uptown Mall, and I'm thinking, hey, maybe I can go to the Uptown Parade. I might have butchered that right there, but I'm thinking of going there because there are a lot of food trucks at that place. I might be able to get something. I just had like kebab earlier this afternoon. That filled me up really good, but now I'm hungry again. We have Key Coffee right here. We have Poutine, and that's Mitsukoshi. Very, very nice place. And right across the street is Landers. So we're back here at Uptown Mall. The only difference that it's already dark. This place has a different vibe at night. I'm at their garden area here on the 3rd floor, and they've got someone busking here as well. Dude, everybody loves singing here in the Philippines, dude. Check that out. So there are restaurants here. Good thing most of them are still open. The restaurants downstairs were closed already, I think. There weren't any people down there. But this place is still alive at this time. So they got Buffalo Wild Wings over here. Let me go check out the food court and see if the food court is still open. got a Starbucks here, and I think there's a Jamba Juice right beside Starbucks. Yeah, but I think Jamba Juice is already closed. And they have a chapel here as well. Pretty nice. Unfortunately, the food hall's closed. Alright, so I'm gonna go back. I think I'll just do the food truck then. Or the Fung. I was here yesterday. I was looking for a brick, a charger brick for my GoPro. Not Randy's Donuts. Excuse me, did I see the menu, please? What do we have here? Table for one, please.
Table for
Check this out. They have their guide on how you should prepare their sauce. Let's go ahead and try this braised beef right here. Noodles is actually on the thinner side. That's good. Sorry, the beef. Beef is pretty good as well. Let's try the sauce that the guy made for us earlier. So just dunk this thing right here. That's pretty good. Has a strong taste in it, but it's delicious. Then Fung really filled me up. That Xiao Long Bao and the braised beef was really, really good. That was a good meal right there.